Greetings, brothers and sisters. Hello and welcome back to Eva's House of Spirit. This will be holiday vlog number 3. I'm actually filming this little segment here, this intro segment, before I go to work, so it's going to be a little quick. Yeah, you'll notice I'm wearing red today, which is a little bit unusual for me. I don't really own a lot of red items. But not only is red a seasonal color, but red is a power color. So I'm all like, let me throw on my red, let me face my day, let me get shit done, let me kick ass and take names. So that's kind of like the vibe I'm going with wearing the red. I'm wearing actually a t-shirt underneath the sweater, but I don't think the neckline looks too weird, but oh well. I guess it's alright. It's alright. Anyway, in my last vlog, I was talking about mailing things at the post office. I had to go and like priority rush certain things and all this and that. Good news is my packages did get out. They told me there's no guarantees that they'll definitely get delivered by the 24th, but I have a feeling they will be. I have a feeling it'll be fine. As for the cards I was going to rush out, I asked about those and they told me they're like $5 and change to like priority mail cards. So I was like, no. And I just contacted the people that those cards were for. I was like, you know what? Sorry, but I'm just going to send them regular. And they were all like, no, that's cool. You know, everybody understood because I told them, I'm like, the price was just exorbitant. You know, though I wish that they could have arrived before the holiday, let's just be real. You know, I'm not spending, how many cards did I have? I think I had like 5 cards or something like that. That's 5, 10, 15, 20, $25 I would have spent plus just to get those 5 cards rushed out before the holiday, and to me that is not economical. Anyway, let's get on with our holiday vlog number 3. So while I was at work, there was this little boy, and he was with his aunt. And I gathered this because he was calling her titi, which is the Spanish word for like auntie. And so he's just being rambunctious. He's being crazy and all that. And she's trying to tell him, like, you know, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this, you know, because he was just like all kind of acrobatics all over the shopping cart and everything. So I said to him, like, you know, Santa's still watching and stuff. And I'm like, you know, that elf on the shelf. I was like, they have these little, like, I was like, elves now, they have like this technology. They got like these little earpieces, kind of like, you know, like the government dudes. I'm like, they actually talk to each other. And he's looking at me like, and I'm like, yeah, I'm like, they have all this technology, like, just like people, you know, got like technology over the years. You know, we got all these things like computers and cell phones and all this amazing stuff. Well, now that the elves and Santa have that too, and that's how they can, you know, watch all the kids, you know? I'm like, so you got to be good because, like, your elf on the shelf, you know, talks to the other elves on the shelves, you know, and they all just, like, have this network. So I was telling them, you got to be good because they know what you're doing. They tell each other, you know? And I was telling him all about how, like, yeah, you know, Santa, he's all plugged in now. He's all high tech. Like, he's got GPS on his sleigh and everything. How do you know, how do you think he knows how to get to everyone's house? And then I said, another thing he does to be able to get all his sops taken care of, to make sure he gets to everybody's house. I said he contracts with the parents and the aunts and the uncles and stuff. I'm like, you know, sometimes he'll drop stuff off early with them and he'll have them put it out for him so that, you know, he can ensure that everything gets to where it needs to go on time. So I'm like, yeah, you know, there's this whole system and you gotta be good. He was so surprised. And this kid's aunt, she was like trying not to laugh. She was like, but she was looking at me like, You're awesome. And I'm doing this whole thing, the whole spiel with a straight face. It was so much fun. I'm just like, yeah, kid, like you really, they're all plugged in. You just gotta really, you gotta do your best to be a good kid because they know what you're up to, man. And, hey, that list. I just took what is known as a power nap, an essential for those who are constantly on the go and doing tons and tons of stuff. Well, I just wanted to throw this in here. I highly recommend power naps when possible, in between holiday tasks and so on and so forth, especially when you're nearing your deadline. But just make sure that either you have an alarm that'll get you up after your little mini nap, or be sure that you have someone that you can kind of like, what's the term I'm looking for? Okay, you know how they used to have tag team wrestling, where like they would tag each other off, and then one would go off to the side, and the other one would go and wrestle. Yeah, I would say if you have someone you can sort of tag team attack the holiday with, you take your nap, they wake you up after a certain point, then they get to nap, and then you wake them up after a certain point. Also, highly recommended this strategy for those who might have kids. Because switching off might help a little bit. I don't know. I don't have kids though. Just a suggestion. I don't know. Anyway, just got up from my power nap and I have things to do. So, on to the next. One idea I wanted to share with you all is an idea relating to how to display all the wonderful holiday cards you're probably getting around this time of year. Um, there's a lot of times that people will exchange, receive cards, whatever, and you're like, how do I actually display these, or what do I do with these so that they're not just like sitting in a pile on my countertop or whatever, or in a drawer? Well, I started a tradition like maybe 2 years ago, maybe three now. This will be yeah, maybe three. This will be the third year. What I do is I take a piece of foam board or some sort of cardboard. I wrap it in wrapping paper, and I make like a little header here, and it says greetings of the season. And what I do is I receive my holiday cards is I will attach them, I'll tape them up on the board so that they're like on display, and I'll put this somewhere prominent in the house so that people can see all the cards that are received, that come in. And a good thing about doing that, about displaying those holiday cards, all those blessings and well wishes from others, it almost creates a sort of like vision board for positive energy sent your way at this time of year. Um, so it's a good thing to kind of keep that on display for a little while. You don't have to keep it on display indefinitely, but particularly around the holidays when things can get a little hectic and crazy, whatever, this is a good way to keep those cards organized, on display in a pretty way, and also it creates, as I said before, a sort of almost focus for all that positive sentiment sent your way from others. I just stepped outside to see if it was still raining because it's been raining pretty much for the last several hours. It's only like, raining very lightly, but let me tell you something. It is so beautifully warm out there. So beautifully warm out there. It is a gorgeous 64 degrees Fahrenheit. You don't even need a jacket to be standing out there. And I'm just like, woohoo! Because I hate the cold. So, like, knock wood, not jinxing it. So happy. I am so, 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 so happy for once in my life to have a Christmas season where it's just beautiful out. Beautiful out. I love it. I love it. I love it. I have like certain things that kind of give me motivation when it comes time to wrapping gifts because it's like it becomes a tedious chore when you have to wrap so many gifts for like so many people. Usually what I do is I'll pop on some music. Maybe I'll have myself like a cup of coffee, and I get excited about choosing from an assortment of like gift wrap options. I take you know sort of care and time, and it's a deliberate thing how I choose to wrap people's gifts, like what paper I choose, or do I choose a gift bag, or what kind of gift bag. Like I often I really put thought into how I present the gift as well, because like that's the initial part of the oh my god reaction, is when they see how I've wrapped it. But that's just me. That's just me. I'm not saying like if you don't really care much, if you're just like, yeah, just throw some paper on it. Like that's not wrong. I'm just saying what gets me kind of fired up is like, yeah, now I can decorate it and it's cool wrap, and that's like part one of the excitement they'll have when they open things up. But let's say back to the coffee thing. How I say I like to drink some coffee usually. If coffee's not your thing, that's fine. Sometimes like you can have hot cocoa, or maybe like tea is another option. Some cocoa options that I would like to mention, by the way, if you haven't tried this candy cane hot cocoa by Swiss Miss, I do recommend you try it. It's actually kind of nice for the holidays. It's not very expensive at all, and I'm assuming it's available where you're at. I live in northern New Jersey in the United States. Maybe this might not be available everywhere, but you could always try like well, online shopping at this point probably wouldn't help you very much. But if you're looking for an interesting winter beverage, you can order this on backwards. You can you can order this online if you just want like a winter beverage, and it's not available where you are. You're not going to probably get it for the holidays, but whatevs. But if it is available in your supermarkets and stuff, if you've seen it and wondered like what's up with that, or if you haven't looked, give it a shot. Go look in your supermarket. You might have that Swiss Miss candy cane hot cocoa available, and I think it's kind of nice. It's chocolatey, but it's got just that little hint of the mint. It's kind of nice. Another kind of hot cocoa that I love is a hot cocoa that my friend Barbie B turned me on to. Nestle's Abuelita, the Mexican hot cocoa. Very, very good. This actually is not available where I am. She lives on the west coast of the United States in California, and she sent me this wonderful box of Abuelita. The only Abuelita that is available to me where I am at least in my stores that I shop in anyway, they have like the tablets to make the hot cocoa, and I heard from her that she's done the tablets and they take longer, she said, to make. This is a lot more instant and a lot more convenient. If this is available where you're at, again, I recommend you try this. Very, very good hot cocoa. Abuelita knows how to get down. But if, let's say, for whatever reason, you just want to keep it simple, I'm going to have in the description of this video 2 different recipes for Mexican hot chocolate that you can make yourself without necessarily having to buy Abuelita hot cocoa. You can just kind of like get the ingredients and make your own hot cocoa. And also, if for whatever reason you don't do the online shopping, or you just can't stand to wait, if you just want to go to your supermarket, just grab the ingredients and just make your own Mexican hot chocolate, you can do that. Another thing you can do, I don't know if I forgot if I mentioned tea, but you can do tea as a alternative to having coffee while you do your little holiday errands around the house. I think a great kind of tea to drink around this time of year, definitely chai. Chai is a really nice tea. I'm going to have a link also in the description of this video how you can make your own chai if you don't already have chai like in your cabinet. You may need to buy 1 or 2 of the ingredients, but really, odds are you may very well have most or all of the ingredients to make that chai tea in your home already. So, yeah, check out the description of this video. You can make some chai tea if you don't have your own instant, like little chai tea packets or whatever. What else did I want to say to you? Oh, speaking of gift wrap options, I do keep an assortment of different wrapping paper and ribbons and bows and all that jazz for wrapping gifts, whether it's for holiday time or whether it's for any other time of the year, like for birthdays or whatever. I have a way that I get my wrap for like super, super cheap, but you gotta stock up and then have it for later. What I do is I shop the after Christmas sales, and I'm shopping for the rest of the year and for next Christmas. What I do, particularly for the gift wrap, because they knock everything down like 50% off, because they're not thinking like we're thinking. But what I do is when I choose wrapping, I might choose one or two rolls that have a Christmassy theme. Then the rest, I choose stuff that can be used all year round. Just solid colors like red, green, whatever, gold, whatever, solid stuff that could be like any time of year really. I'll choose things like plaids that could be for any time of year. I'll choose stripes, polka dots. They often have, even if it's red, green, and white and it's in polka dots, that doesn't matter. It's not really Christmassy per se. Like, yeah, it's a Christmas color scheme, but really, it's polka dots. You can use that any time of year. So I just try to stock up on ambiguous patterns in the wrapping paper. Particularly at Walmart, they have their 97-cent rolls of wrapping paper that get knocked down to like 40 something cents. So I will get like, the rolls that, like I said, the solid colors, the plaids, the stripes, the things that just really could be for any time of year. I buy them and I store them, and then when someone's birthday comes along, I've got wrap. And then next year for Christmas, I've got wrap. I don't have to go out and buy wrap and pay full price. Why would I pay full price? You shouldn't pay full price. Screw that. You should do what I'm suggesting, I think. It would make you much happier. Of course, you'd have to kind of have somewhere to store your stuff. So do be conscious of how much you're buying. Be realistic about it. Try to be realistic about how much you'll need. Um, and do take stock of what you've got from the previous year before you go out and buy more, because you don't want to be like drowning in wrapping paper for no apparent reason. But it is a good tip. I like to shop the after Christmas sales for the wrap for all year, for bows, ribbons, even gift bags. I try to get like solid colors or things that don't necessarily have to be taken as Christmas gift bags. So I'll have all my birthday wrap, all my special occasion, whatever, any occasion wrap. I'll have that for half price, and I'll have that at home already. And it really helps, because there are times when birthdays just sneak up on you and you go, oh my God. And you go out and you buy a gift, and then you're like, okay, I don't have to buy wrapping or none of that. I've got it at home. And then you just wrap up the gift and you're good to go. And even for special certain Christmas things, specifically Christmas things, get them the year before at those after Christmas sales for the next year. It's really so much more worth it, I think. I mean, for the past like 2 years, I've done this, and I'm pretty happy with shopping the after Christmas sales. I stock up on my Christmas cards, I stock up on my wrap for all year, ribbons, bows, gift tags, you name it. It's worth it. It's half off. Why would you pay more later? It just doesn't make any sense. All right, folks. So I guess this concludes our holiday vlog number 3. I hope that you have found some enriching, interesting inspiration, tips, tricks, food for thought, whatever. Just useful stuff in this vlog. That's why that's my whole aim in doing these vlogs. That's why I've made these vlogs. Anyhow, I'm gonna wish you blessed be and ashe. If you have anything to share, add, what have you, whatever, please do hit me up in the comments as always. And until next time, until our next exchange, you stay awesome. Bye-bye for now.